Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Grand Theft Auto 3. And I apparently forgot to put a car in the garage. Did I really forget to do that? I always forget. I always remember to put cars in there. Obviously I forgot, otherwise I would have had a car in there. What's the view all weird for? Hold on a second, there we go. Remove the jankiness. And we have a pistol. I remember, that's right, they're leaving them here now. However, that does not eliminate the fact that we need to go to ammunition anyways, because at the end of the last episode, we definitely encountered a problem. Of which this problem is, A, I don't have a car. Thank you. We decided to do a mission that I've already taken a couple of stabs at. It didn't work out so hot. Wow, I am absolutely surprised that that cop's not going to come after me. It was kind of weird, actually. But it's the one that's got like, you go and you pick up that car and there's the weird suicide jihad bombers that try to blow up everything, and we have failed both times horribly. So I'm hoping that this time maybe we'll get a little bit luckier. So now that we know where ammunition is, even though I feel like once we're done with like Kenji's missions, I'm totally gonna forget where it is. Even though that doesn't really have anything to do with it, but it's like a location thing. For some reason I know that by instinct, because I always start going towards the K, that I know where I'm going. Okay, that'll probably be more than enough. I'm more than likely gonna die before I get to use anywhere near all this ammo. Okay, so we get to go off to King Courtney's place again here. So let's do that real quick. We'll pull a little U-ass around here in just a second. So yeah, I hope that we can pull it out. I have a bit of an idea on how we can go about doing this. That's not gonna work at all. Way to go, Claude. I applaud for Claude and his inability to perform even the simplest tasks normally. Thank you, you can blow up now. This is not really getting me anywhere. So far this has turned out to be all bad in every category. Yeah, really? She's not gonna let me, okay. That was really awkward. I was gonna say, she's not gonna let me break in because I have to get in from the passenger side instead. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Oh, come on. Really? So I don't get in trouble for breaking into a car right in front of you, but because I run over a lady, like, kinda near you, then I get it for that? Unreal. Okay, so I went on this big rant today, and for those of you that follow me on Facebook, then you already know about this, but I was talking to this guy on Twitter today, and he kind of mentioned this thing about he was like, so does anybody know if there's actually like a release date for a new Call of Duty installation? And I was like, well, I really hope not, because I think that series has totally played itself out. So if a new one didn't come out, I would be smitten by that. So in light of that, I went on this huge rant, pretty much saying, you know, I really hope that we get some good quality video game releases this year. And by that, I totally mean not another bunch of crappy FPS clones of Call of Duty, and just another Call of Duty installment, period. I think that the FPS genre is so watered down right now that I don't know, it's terrible, really. I mean, I understand, you know, it's one of the most popular games ever, but I'm really getting sick of every game looking exactly the same in that genre of gaming. Like, every one of them looks exactly the same. And I think that I don't know. I feel like game developers really need to kind of take a step back for a minute and kind of like regain that 1990s gamer developer mentality. It's the type of thing, like, back in those days, you really had to, if you wanted to have a successful game, you really had to think outside the box. I mean, you really had to have some creative concepts in mind to really separate your game from the other guy's game. Oh my god. Okay, here we are. Boom! Wow, I hit it so hard that it literally disintegrated. Okay, so here's my idea. Yeah, we're gonna bust this little guy out here. So yeah, you know, so many genres of games nowadays have strayed. They've strayed away from being like actual games. Like, they're more like interactive movies than they are games. They don't throw you out in the action and allow you to figure things out on their own like they used to. It's kind of like they put everything on a set path now, and they just like they pretty much like almost play the game for you. It's almost kind of boring. Like, I don't know, they used to like make you actually use your own brain power and solve things for yourself. It's just they don't do that anymore, and I think it's really sad. I think that's really kind of a lost art and a really underappreciated thing about games that they really need to start doing more of. Okay, here we go. This was my idea Because they all just kind of like start pouring out of nowhere, and they don't go away until you start blowing up the vans. I figured this might be the best way to do it. No! No. 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 There we go. That'll give me a moment's peace. Oh my god. Oh god. Special delivery! Okay, there's another van down. Oh, shit. Shit. Damn it! I knew it was gonna happen anyways. God! Right when I think I can get it anyways. But yeah, so I think that it's just it's a very important facet of games. It's really been kind of, I don't want to say ignored completely, but it's something that's really been taken for granted in recent years. The way I see it, really, I think that the only outside of like indie games, i.e. primarily the ones that you find on Steam, I think that really those are really kind of the only places that you can find cool original games anymore. I don't know. So many game developers have fallen victim to using the popular formula that works, which, you know, I can't totally hate on somebody for doing that, because, you know, they're obviously doing what makes them successful, and, you know, this is a, you know, it's a very hard world right now where everybody's they're struggling to make money, and for game developers, that's one way to do it. You know, if you follow the formula that you know people are going to gravitate towards, and you know, I can't be mad at that, but it's unfortunate that that's what it's come down to, is that, you know, you kind of, I don't want to say they're selling out, because, you know, people still enjoy the games, but it's just so many FPS games. This is another thing that really bothers me, is that so many people judge these games on, you know, on just the online multiplayer feature. Like, if you like, take Call of Duty for instance, even. Like, how many of those people do you think that went out and bought the game, how many of those people do you think actually played through the campaign of that? You'd probably find a very small percentage of the people that actually did that. And I think that's really sad. Like, people are getting so far away from actually wanting to explore all the different facets of the game, and like, everybody will just go out and buy a new game and go straight to the multiplayer features without even like taking a moment to even play through the rest of it. Like, I can't say that I haven't done that before, but it's really sad that it's come down to that. Like, I understand that online multiplayer is, you know, it's a popular thing, and that's cool, but, you know, no game should ever be judged whether it's good or bad just because of how the multiplayer features are. I mean, what about like all the time it took to make it, and like how insanely delicate the graphics are that were put into that, and like just everything else, and like how well everything's put together. People judge things like, oh, well, there's a little bit of lag during online play, so this game sucks, or, you know, this and that and the other. I don't know. I'm gonna start like rambling here about it, but there's just so many things that I could say. And another thing is that there's like the advertising departments for some of these developers, just like they do a terrible job at promoting their product. Like, I feel like the only two genres of games that I ever see commercials for anymore are sports games and FPS shooters. That's all I seem to see commercials for, or like systems in general, like, you know, Wii U or, you know, PS3 or 360 or whatever. But I feel like these like advertising departments really need to start doing a better job at promoting their product. Because I remember you used to see commercials for fucking everything back in the day, just because everybody really wanted to strive that much to get their product out there. So, I don't know. It's a rant that I went on. It was probably not even fully necessary, but I felt like doing it anyways, just because. Alright, let's get that thing out again. Here we go. Okay, so that one's gone. I know there's going to be people coming around the corner here. Come to daddy. Come on, I know you're here. Shit, I can't. I need to, like, lure them out. They're just, like, standing there like a bunch of idiots, waiting for me to come out. There we go. That's better, at least. That's not better at all. Oh, damn it. I hate that they're just standing over there. Like, what the hell's going on right now? Oh, boy. This isn't going to go over very well at all. Okay, there's another one down. Oh, shoot! These guys are getting too close right now for comfort. Oh, that's a little bit too far. No, no, no. These guys are getting too close again. There we go. I think I might have gotten it. Ah! Blow up already! Oh, damn it. What else have I not blown up yet? I could have sworn I had them all. Oh, I just have to kill these guys that are behind me. Okay, I understand. Okay, where are they? I know they're here. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I have lived! Even though there's still a green square here, and I don't really know what it's for. Oh, that guy. He died earlier, but apparently his square's not going to go away. Well, at least we got through it. I mean, that's all that really matters to me, is that we got through it in one piece. So yeah, that was my rant. It was a little bit fragmented because of the fact that I was getting a little bit too in the zone there. What the hell? Burn 25 Yakuza in a minute 55. Well, hopefully we can do that. I love these missions. I was actually surprised that I found one, because I definitely failed one of these really bad at the beginning of the game. That guy is dead. Maybe some more people coming down the street here. Yeah, alright. Burn with the fiery flames of hell. So, you know, on a lighter note, on a happier note on top of that, because, you know, that whole thing was just about me being pissed off about how I think that, you know, game developers are getting really sloppy and lazy. I had this guy that came into my store today. It was so awkwardly funny. So he comes in and the first thing he says to me, he's like, "Hey, so you know what I was thinking?" He's like, "The smell of earwax. You know, just there's nothing like the smell of earwax to remind you of Christmas." I was like, "What?" I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. I have never heard anybody ever say that before. I was like, how does the smell of earwax remind you of the holidays? And he's like, "I don't know, man. It just does. It just something about it. It totally screams Christmas to me." It's like, I don't really know how you could come up with that. Nothing about the smell of earwax is reminiscent to Christmas time in my book. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. He's a kid. Kids are stupid. Oh, come on, baby. Yep, you're right there. You're gonna die. You guys are also gonna die. All three of you. Oh God, come on. One more. One more. There we go. Come on. One more he is! Yay! And I got 5,000 bucks. And I'm gonna get a whole bunch of ammo too. As soon as these guys' corpses are done burning into a billion pieces. Even though they're not gonna burn into multiple pieces, they're more just going to burn into an unidentifiable mess. Okay, so look at all that cash. I will take it all. But yeah, he's like, yeah, the smell of earwax totally reminds me of the holidays. I couldn't believe that he said it, because it just, like, that, nobody's ever said that before. It's just so awkward. Nothing to remind you of good old Yuletide stuff than the smell of picking the stuff out of your ears and getting it through your olfactory bulbs. No biggie. Ah, jeez. Sure, or we can run people over, whatever. Oh, sweet, now King Courtney's missions are done. Thank God, I was getting kind of fed up with those for a little while. And unfortunately, that entire, you know, rant and everything else that I was doing there kind of wasted all of our time. So when we come back on the next installmente of Grand Theft Auto 3, as soon as I can get to the safe house, because that is where I'm trying to go right now, in case you haven't noticed. Then we'll move on to doing the last of Kenji's missions, and then we can move on to R, which is that Buffalo Soldier guy that was chilling in the old commode down there below the surface of the ground. So that'll be cool. But yeah, that was my rant. I'm sorry if that kind of took up all the time for the episode of me just ranting about how I think the game developers are getting lazy, and that, you know, every new game that seems to come out is just a clone of Call of Duty, and I think that Call of Duty needs to go away for a little while. And, you know, I have no problem with multiplayer, because, like, obviously games like Halo pretty much revolutionized what multiplayer is. So, you know, I mean, it's cool that games do it. It's just that people judge games by how good the online play is, and I think that's really the wrong way to look at it. So, I don't know. Pretty much saying, I just really hope that there's a really, really good set of games coming out this year, because I haven't really taken the time to look at it. So, I hope that we're going to get like some really good innovative games of all different genres instead of like just action or just sports, which I don't have a problem with sports games because I'm a huge sports aficionado. You all know that. But I don't know. I want to see them step outside the box. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, if you really understood my rant, because it kind of got a little bit fragmented while I was talking about it, because my mind was in two places at once, feel free to leave, you know, your stance on the whole thing in the comment box down below, or whatever you want to do. If you don't want to talk about it, it's all good. But anyways, this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for stopping by tonight. We have finally got the mission done, and when we come back next time, we're going to have some more fun. So you guys take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.